WSYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
A very good morning to you. It is 5 o'clock, Tuesday, March 24th. You have Ryan and Rachel here with you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are glad you are here. Kate says we're baby steps. Stepping over.
Yeah, I guess it's better than yesterday. We just saw a little sun yesterday, though. Yeah. That did make a big difference in the late afternoon there.
It did. Especially by the afternoon, once we finally saw that sun coming through. And we're getting to that time of the year where that sun really helps heat up the car, where you maybe don't have to have it up at high. You can maybe set it down to 73, 74. No? Maybe that's just me? Okay. And not the heated seats as much, too, in the afternoons. Here's what it looks like on our satellite and radar. We do have some lake effect snow happening with some cloud cover south of the city. And a lot of other places, we are waking up mostly clear. You can see those stars. But, yeah, from just south of Cazenovia down towards Cortland, DeRuyter, Norwich. And as you get closer towards the southern tier, that's where you find some lingering snow showers. Temperatures are in the 20s to near 30 degrees. Colder in spots where we have a mostly clear sky, and that's where we'll find some sun this morning again before the clouds do race back in here later on today. Our temperatures, though, are starting to creep up a bit. A lot of us are approaching 40. By tomorrow, we're looking at around 50 for a lot of us. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Tuesday morning to you. Got a live view right now. Here's our CAB-V Skynet 9 camera, and we are pretty quiet as we are up and at 'em. We are sitting below freezing. We are at 28 degrees, which is actually the normal low for this time of year at the bus stop. It's chilly one. Some of you are even colder than this. Up in Watertown, you're in the teens right now, but most of us are mostly sunny, and then we'll have some extra cloud cover moving in later on today. But our temperatures are going in the right direction. We're slowly warming things up, even though this is still running a little bit below normal. But a lot of us from Syracuse and the Finger Lakes are in the mid-40s today. This morning sunshine's going to help with that. And we have some 30s the farther north you go. But even then, it still should be at least a degree or two warmer than yesterday. Pretty quiet for tonight. We've got some clouds around. And tomorrow, even though it is a generally mostly cloudy day tomorrow, it's even warmer. We're going to tack on another at least 5 to 10 degrees for some of us. Cracking 50 degrees from Syracuse to Waterloo to Ithaca, and then mid-40s from Watertown to Loudville and even Pulaski in the mid-40s. The shift in the wind is going to help with that. The wind is not doing us favors this morning, though. Downwind of Lake Ontario, we have a little bit of some lake effect going on. Some light, very, very light snow showers, more flurries than anything, happening in northern Cayuga County, just south and east of Syracuse. You run into some of those snow showers, but they are already starting to shrink because we do have some drier air thanks to some high pressure out over Ohio that is slowly moving its way towards us, but it's because we have that wind around the high. That's why we've been dealing with some of that lake effect. Now, eventually, we're going to watch for this right here. This cold front is actually forecast to stay up to our north, so it really shouldn't give us any precipitation, but it's going to give us some cloud cover, and that happens later today. So enjoy the sunshine when we get that later this morning through midday, but you can see how those clouds kind of thicken back up again here. And you're going to see precipitation showing up right at the very top of your screen underneath that banner. So some of you, maybe in St. Lawrence County in the far north country, may get clipped by a couple brief snow showers, but it's generally fairly dry for a lot of us. You can see a little bit showing up even from northern Jefferson and Lewis counties. But generally dry again tomorrow. You know, I did lower our chances for precipitation from 20 to 10% because there just really wasn't a lot of evidence for anything for most of us in central New York. Everything was staying well up to our north. Not necessarily the case, though, for Thursday. I did increase our chances there, and it's most of that happening in the afternoon and evening hours. Rain could be pretty steady at times. Very quickly, that colder air comes rushing back in on Friday. It's windy, it's chilly with temperatures in the 30s. We'll have occasional snow showers passing by Saturday with highs in the 30s still. 40s returning on Sunday into Monday.
Thank you, Kate. Right now, it is
now your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, so temperatures, at least for a couple of days, are starting to go in the upward trend here. We are waking up below freezing, and we'll see some sunshine this morning before those clouds kind of come rolling back in here. We have temperatures cracking 40 for a lot of us from Syracuse and into the Finger Lakes, but then they go a little bit farther north, though. It's a little bit of a harder struggle, though. Mid-30s for us. We go near 40 in Oneida and Rome, topping off in the upper 30s for today, but at least we get some sunshine. Good car wash day today as well, as we're keeping things dry. Even tomorrow, too, not bad. Temperatures are up around 50 for tomorrow for a lot of you, but come Thursday, we'll start dry, but we do have some rain moving in later on in the afternoon. And then behind that cold front, well, our temperatures, they go right back down. We have 30s with wind and colder temperatures returning on Friday. A few passing snow showers not ruling out for Saturday. Then our temperatures start to climb back a little bit for the end of March, beginning of April. Speaking of beginning of April, well, we have kind of like the second lightest shade of orange over us. So it's not super impressive, but it's little baby steps where we could finally start to see temperatures hovering around that 50-degree mark more times than not in April. Of like up and then up and then. Yeah.
I want to get off this ride.
Me too. Me too.
I hear you.
Yeah. Give me the spinning teacups.
Oh, I was the first one ever to almost throw up on the spinning teacups when I went to Disney.
That doesn't surprise
My son
me.
wanted to like ride them like 20,000 times, and after
that'll
like
do it.
After a while.
after a while, I'm like, listen, you're spinning.
Time for Winnie the Pooh. There, bud.
Let's go get a $20 ice cream cone. Come on.
Oh, that'll really make those teacups quite spinny.
This is true.
Some of you have a little bit of some snowflakes spinning around you.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, just a little bit. Not much. Yeah, there's a little bit on the radar. That's because our wind direction, kind of fuddling around the lake, has sparked off a little bit of some lake response downwind of Lake Ontario. We see some of that happening in parts of Wayne and northern Cayuga County, and then extending into just south and east of Syracuse as well. But you can see a lot of that is shrinking. It's beginning to dry up because we do have some pretty dry air coming in today. So temperatures right now are below freezing in the 20s. We're making baby steps. Now, there's a good chunk of us getting close to, if not surpassing, 40 today. And then we're going to try and make a run at 50 by tomorrow and maybe even 60 by Thursday.
Thank you, Kate.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Tuesday morning, too. You've got a live view right now from the CAB Skynet 9 camera. Things are pretty quiet right now. Got a partly cloudy sky. Temperatures are below freezing. There's a little bit of a breeze coming from the west. And that wind has actually created some lake effect snow for some of you. So it's a chilly start to our day, but seasonable. We even have some sunshine today. It's going to feel pretty nice with temperatures slowly starting to come up a bit. We have those highs up around 40 degrees. We are going to see more clouds building in later on today. But so our temps really just depends on how far north or south you live. Farther north, you're a little bit cooler in the 30s, and farther south, you have some 40s. Our wind is going to start to shift around a little bit. Overnight temps dropping back to the upper 20s. Not too bad, but your highs tomorrow could be making a run at 50 for a lot of us. So each day we're going to tack on about 5 to 10 degrees. So today we're around 40, tomorrow we're around 50, and then by Thursday, it could be around 60. And then we go right back down by Friday. But here's what we're looking at right now on the radar. We do have a little bit of some light lake effect snow showers in northern Cayuga County. I just heard from our weather watcher down in Ithaca, and they said they got about 3/4 of an inch of snow. Even Bob and Fabius, our weather watchers, said they got a nice dusting of snow overnight. A lot of this is mostly down south and east of Syracuse. You can see a couple little bursts of snow over near Cincinnatus and central Shenango County for you. So just watching, especially a lot of these secondary roads, back roads, they could be a little slippery, a little snow covered for you this morning, but it's impacting a very, very low amount of low part of our area here. High pressure eventually coming in with that dry air, and that's going to shut that lake effect down and give us more sunshine, at least for most of the day, because later on this afternoon, there's a cold front back in like Wisconsin and out over the UP. That's going to head eastbound, but stay to our north up in Canada for the most part. But we're still going to get at least some clouds out of this. So if you look up like towards our banner here, you'll see passing snow showers. And then for tomorrow, you may see some of the purples showing up right here from like St. Lawrence, Jefferson, Lewis counties kind of popping up a little bit. So there might be some brief passing snow showers tomorrow, especially later in the day, but that's only really for the North Country. The chances are pretty minimal. The rest of us in central New York, we got a dry couple of days around here. We have temperatures, look at that, around 50 degrees for tomorrow. And then we have a shot of hitting 60 on Thursday, but that does come with some rain. We have another cold front moving through. This one will move through central New York, giving us rain, followed by another cool down. Temperatures are bottoming back down into the 30s for a few days with some snow showers on Saturday. From Syracuse and into the Finger Lakes, we have highs in the 40s, sunshine this morning, and ending the day with clouds. Our sunset tonight is at 7:22. Look at our temperature roller coaster ride here, though. We're gradually rising it up until we peak on Thursday, and then down we go to the 30s for literally on Friday and Saturday before we slowly make a little bit of a climb. And then hopefully once we get to April, we're on like the second lightest shade of orange, so it's not fantastic chances, but at least we should be able to get more 50s than anything around here once April rolls around. Which I would hope so. I mean, it's like, come on, at that point, that's what the average temp is, and I would like, I'll even take like a 57 right now. You know?
Can you do the wee one more time?
Whee! We hit the warm-up button. It's just not working. We've been hitting it. Let's go here.
Where is it, Kate?
It is Peyton Manning.
RTV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning and welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Tuesday, March 24th. You got Ryan and Rachel with you today.
Glad you are here. Hope you poured yourself a cup of coffee.
Cheers.
Oh, you're back to coffee. You were doing tea for a while.
I know, I was doing tea for a while.
Just fighting off a cold. So.
Oh my God, it was like a month long. I'm sure a lot can relate.
Well, you have a toddler in the house.
That's true.
That
so I'll
happens.
probably have something else next week.
You'll be sick till 2030. And you know who knows about that well?
She's raising her hand over there.
Kate hasn't been well in 10 years.
That's accurate. That is very accurate. You should see my trash can over here. It's halfway full with all the tissues. I apologize if you can hear me blowing my nose in the background here, but you know, honestly, it's that time of year. You know, this happens at this time every single year, and a lot of it, we got the ups and the downs of our weather changes. And, you know, we are a little bit on the up and up for today. We were in the upper 30s yesterday, and we should be at least a couple degrees warmer today. And some of you are even waking up to a little bit of snow. So the satellite radar is showing a lot of clear sky, but then we have some lake effect snow happening with our wind coming from the northwest. And that's produced at least a coating to even about a ½ inch to an inch of snow in some spots. 20s as we're up and at 'em this morning. Our high temperatures getting up to, if not surpassing 40 for most of us. Could be hitting 50 tomorrow and then could be hitting 60 on Thursday. And then down we go after that going into the weekend. I will have all those details for you coming up after I blow my nose for the 200th time right now. Back to you guys.
All right, let's start on this.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And welcome back. We finally are able to check out a really, really beautiful sky because, one, we don't have clouds obscuring our view, but also our sunrise is finally back during the morning news. Our sunrise today is right at 7 a.m., so we have a gorgeous sunrise in the making as we are looking out over downtown Syracuse from the CATV Skynet 9 camera. Love that. Absolutely beautiful. All right, it is 28 degrees outside. It's cool, but seasonable for this time of year. So at the bus stop, we are bundling up this morning. A lot of us have a clear sky, but some of you are waking up to a little bit of snow and some clouds, especially farther south you are of Syracuse, where you may even have at least a dusting of snow. But we are gradually bringing our temperatures up a little bit. We're going for anywhere from the mid-30s to even mid-40s, depending on how far north or south of Syracuse you are. Overnight temperatures about the same in the upper 20s. Nothing really outstanding there. But tomorrow we're making a run at around 50 for a lot of us. Even our colder spots up north, you'll be about 10 degrees warmer tomorrow despite some clouds. And our temperature trend is going to keep going up about 5 to 10 degrees each day until we get to Friday, and right back down we go again. So we're getting to that time of year where it's a build up and then a drop, and then a build up and then a drop. So this is pretty much going to be the case here for the next couple of weeks. Here's what it looks like right now on the radar. We've been dealing with a little bit of some lake effect snow. Not much, but we've had one little burst of some snow just came through Elbridge. Just about to move through our smaller Finger Lakes here from Skinny Atlas and over near Otisco Lakes. And so you may see a couple of flurries. Our weather watcher in Ithaca chimed in at about 3/4 of an inch of snowfall this morning. And so most of our snow is down in Chenango County at the moment, but high pressure back off to our west is going to bring in that drier air. It's going to shut all this down, and we'll enjoy sunshine for the remainder of the morning through at least the early afternoon. Then later today, there's a cold front moving up to our north in Canada. It's not really going to give us any precipitation, but it will provide us with some extra cloud cover. So you're going to notice that later today. And then again tomorrow, there's more clouds than anything, but even despite the cloudy weather, our temperatures are still a little warmer tomorrow because we have that south wind helping us out. Now, with all that said, though, because that front is up to our north, some spots in the North Country may get clipped by a passing snow shower here and there, but little to no accumulation is expected. We are expecting some steady rain, though, by Thursday. That's with our next cold front. That's going to bring our temperatures down behind that in the 30s. It's cold, it's windy through Saturday, and then we'll begin that next slow, subtle climb next week going into April.
Okay, we're ready to climb, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's see if
First, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Well, temperatures today is going to be all about location because the farther south you go and deeper into the Finger Lakes, that's where you'll find temperatures in the mid-40s, like 44 for Syracuse, 42 for Weedsport, and 44 for Waterloo. You start to go a little bit farther north, though, you're going to find more 30s than anything, like from Oswego to Pulaski in Camden, and even Cazenovia, high of 39 degrees. Watertown, high of 35 for you today, but we are going to see some sunshine, though. But our temperatures, they really go on a big up and down here. We go up on Thursday to near 60 and then crashing back down into the 30s. Now, very little snow. I threw in our snow chances for the next 7 days. There's just a lot of white out there, which is about an inch or less. So we're really starting to cut down on our chances for snow here, especially at least through the end of this month.
I like
get
the
some
sound of
doozies
that.
here and there in April. We all know the running joke. It snows on Mother's Day, so we're not completely done with snow, but it's getting tougher, though.
We're on the right trajectory.
Yes.
we are. Let's see if you were on the right trajectory when it comes to answering the question
Yeah.
of the day.
Teach up for that
It
one.
is.
Too late again, and then we just have not been able to shake any clouds around here. It's been so hard to get any sunshine, so...
Is that a cold front I see?
No, it's lake effect.
Okay.
It's lake effect.
It's better news.
No, cold front is what's going to bring more clouds later today. But no, that's lake effect, so only a few lucky select people get in on lake effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Will we get some sunshine?
lucky you.
Lucky.
Will we get some sunshine today?
Yeah. Yeah. Us, yes. Chenango County,
You
not
know.
you know. If you're watching us from Norwich, no sun for you
No
today.
sun for you,
No,
Norwich.
at least us this morning. That's where we do have some of that lingering lake effect. We had our weather watcher in Ithaca. He said they got about 3/4 of an inch of snow down there overnight. And Bob and Fabius, our weather watcher down there, he's like, yeah, we got about a dusting of snow. So for some of you south and east of Syracuse, you are waking up to at least a fresh coating of snow to maybe even a half inch or so. But it is starting to wind down. We got some drier air really starting to come in here, and that will give everyone is going to see some sunshine. I tease, of course. You know, we'll have this sun at least through about the mid-afternoon before we do get some cloud cover moving in because of a warm front moving up in Canada to our north. So we won't really see precipitation out of this, but our temperatures are starting to slowly climb. Highs around 40 today and then around 50 tomorrow.
We are following break.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, very good Tuesday morning to you. We are finally seeing a nice glow on the horizon. Our sunrise is coming up at 7 o'clock, so that's a little more than 15 minutes away here, and it'll come up. It'll be right about there. Is where the sun will be. And so we finally have a clear sky, and our sunrise is getting earlier and earlier in the morning. It's finally back in the morning news hours. We'll be seeing some really nice sunrises here going forward into the summertime. All right, we're sitting at 28 degrees. There's a bit of a wind out there, so there is a wind chill. It is cool this morning. You want to bundle up heading out the door. Have your sunglasses. Lots of sunshine for most of us this morning, and then some extra cloud cover starts to move in this afternoon, and our temperatures are slowly going up. Now today we're going to be at least a few degrees warmer than the 30s we had yesterday. Many of us getting above 40 from Syracuse and into the Finger Lakes, mid-30s farther north you go. Nothing really of no overnight temperatures, about normal. Upper 20s, keeping it quiet. And then tomorrow, even though it is a cloudy day tomorrow, a lot of us are a solid 10 degrees warmer, getting up to 50 or higher from Syracuse and the Finger Lakes, and then even the 40s up north. Now, that's because we have a bit of a south wind, and then we're going to keep going up to near 60 on Thursday, and then there's where the shoe drops right there on Friday. We are going to keep seeing these cycles of it going up and then it starts down, and then we climb it back up and then it goes back down. It's very typical, especially in April. It's really not until May that we can really kind of get consistent warm weather around here. But here's what it looks like on the radar. And we have been dealing with some lake effect snow showers. Not a lot, but there's been a little bit. We had a couple of flurries just move through our smaller Finger Lakes here, but that's really starting to fizzle. Even the snow showers we've been hanging on in the southern tier, those are slowly starting to wind down because we're tapping into some drier air from this area of high pressure right here. Back in the upper part of Michigan, upper peninsula in Wisconsin, we have this cold front, but instead of dipping down that way, it's actually just going to kind of slide to our north, and it's going to give us extra clouds. You're going to notice that today. Nice and bright and sunny this morning through lunchtime, but later this evening, more clouds moving in, and but no precipitation. We're not expecting anything as far as any snowfall or rainfall. Tomorrow, a lot of clouds, but that's really about it. Unless you live in the North Country, you're going to see a few of these dots kind of popping up here. That's where we could find at least a couple of flurries, maybe very light snow showers, but again, very little to none happening. Our next real best chance of precipitation is not until Thursday afternoon. A stronger cold front coming through, and that'll give us some rain, and that's what's going to bring in some colder air again. So we're dipping back down to the 30s on Friday and Saturday. We'll slowly build out of that going into April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's answer our question of the day. It is Peyton Manning's.
Alrighty, well, our temperatures this afternoon eventually getting a little bit warmer than what they were yesterday for a lot of us. We're still hanging on to some lake effect snow showers south of Syracuse. Not much, and it has really fizzled out here just within the last few minutes. A beautiful view, though, looking from our CAPV Skynet 9 camera out over downtown Syracuse, where in about 3 minutes we'll have that sun poking through right there. We're in the 20s right now. There's a little bit of a breeze, so the wind chills feeling more like 19 out there. We'll have that sunshine throughout the morning, getting some extra cloud cover later today. Highs around 40 degrees. Unless you're a little bit farther north, we have 30s, and then we'll have 50s tomorrow, near 60 on Thursday, and back down we go. I was texting with my Michigan fan husband, and I was like, you should be proud of me. I got Charles Woodson right. He's like, I am. Go Blue.
I know. I was thinking of the question yesterday. I was writing it and singing in the newsroom, and I just heard him yell, Charles Woodson. He knew it.
Oh, he knew it?
Yeah. Take care, folks.